All righty. It is 10 away from 5 o'clock, and welcome to the people on our camera. Evidently, we're going to tape
Try it again?
We're going to tape this segment and put it up later on. Kevin Nealon is on the phone. Hello, Kev. Oh, hold on. He probably heard that and is talking. I'm sorry, Kev. I hit the wrong button. What's up?
Hey, buddy. What's up, man? It's all good. It's a beautiful day here in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
From looking inside out, it looks like, the world is still spinning.
Well, are you guys not set free like we are here in Texas? As of tomorrow, bars open.
No, I think we have partial openings, you know?
Yeah. Just one door of the gym?
Yeah, just one door.
Okay, you're cutting out. Go closer to the signal.
I'm in my favorite spot for my best signal ever in my house. You know, there used to be a time where you guys would go, and don't use the cell phone, use the landline.
Well,
nobody has a landline.
No, nobody has a landline anymore. We should ISDN into your house, probably. Yeah, and I've been honest with my listeners. I wrote you out of desperation because we're checking in with friends. No guests can come in yet, and the boss came down today and said, when do you guys think you'll have guests in? And we said, that's not our decision. That's COVID's decision. And as paranoid as Bob is, you know. So I schlepped.
Oh, I'm the only one?
Before we go any further, in all seriousness, our deepest condolences to the loss of your mom. And
thank you, my friend.
And I told you that privately, but everybody else can send out good wishes.
She was an amazing mom. I was very lucky to have her. She was just such a perfect mother. And
you've been through it the past few years, losing friends and things.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, I've had a pretty good life and not too much flack happening around me until the last year or so, and then people started coughing.
Yeah, it's happening here too. Bob and I, 2 or 3 friends. It's just like within a year and a half. It starts to worry you. I think that's what it is. You start to go, am I the next generation?
But some of the people are young. It's not just because it's not an age
So
thing.
I write Kevin.
Did you inform Kevin about the new game show we do, or we have people call in, we let them know all the terrible things that have happened in their lives, and then we challenge them to be funny? Did you let Kevin know about that?
No, I didn't know we were doing that today.
Okay.
No, I wrote him and said, hey, I hate to ask this, but can you get some of your celebrity friends to call in? And he's working on one. And I didn't expect him to reply. Now, here's the deal, though, dude. I've been in your phone before, right?
Yeah.
You've shown me your contacts. So could you open that and let's make a decision with on the air?
Did you hear that?
I was a throat clearing.
Who are you willing to contact and not contact by celebrity status?
Scrolling. I'm going through my A's right now.
Okay.
I have Al Franken.
Okay.
Love to talk to
And
Al
how
Franken.
close are you? Hold on. How close are you to Al Franklin? And maybe just give me a maybe, no way, absolutely not.
Al Franken is a maybe.
Really?
Yeah, Senator Al Franken, former Senator Al Franken is from Minnesota.
I'm going to text you.
He was on Saturday Night Live with me. He was with Franken Davis Comedy Group,
That's right.
comedy team, and he's a writer on SNL.
And author of the book, Rush Limbaugh is a Big Fat Idiot.
And we would talk to him, and you could promise him that we wouldn't bring up
We're friendlies.
the stupid controversy. Okay? All right?
Okay. I'm going to make a list of these people as we talk about them.
All right.
Because you know I'm a pretty organized guy.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I'm sorry to hear that they put you on evenings, afternoons, because you're like a morning guy.
No, I love the hours. It was quite a shock, but we had some really good momentum going.
They say there's a bigger audience here. And
Yeah,
people
there's a bigger audience of people driving home.
Yeah, trapped in their cars longer.
But enough about me.
Really?
Let's get back to me.
All right. I have Jennifer Aniston, but she'd be a no. I don't think I've ever called her.
Okay. Yeah. Is that a thing you
Judd Apatow.
And what is that?
Judd Apatow is a comedy.
Oh, yeah. Judd Apatow.
No, I know who Judd Apatow is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a maybe.
Do you know his wife? She's
Leslie Mann.
Leslie Mann is my favorite actress right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, she's a no.
Did you say Apatow's a maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. All right.
I have Tom Arnold. So maybe.
We're a hard pass.
No, I love Tom Arnold.
Well, we're maybe. We can. Why can't we maybe?
I would take.
We had Tom before.
I would take
I know
Kevin's.
we've talked Tom.
I would take
in the
Kevin's
past.
yard guy right now.
All right.
What about your yard guy?
That's Tom
I'm
Arnold.
into the bees now.
He's
I'm
what?
into the bees.
You're the bees.
I'm into the bees.
Okay.
Kevin Bacon? No.
We've talked to him.
No, we haven't.
Alec
yeah.
Baldwin?
Bacon Brothers.
Alec Baldwin.
The Bacon Brothers were here.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Probably no.
Okay.
Daniel Baldwin? Yeah.
All right.
Charles Barkley? No. He still owes me money from a bet.
Okay.
And then I have Kim Basinger. Probably a no.
That's a no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Stacey Batten, who gives me my steroid shots on my shoulders. That's a no.
That's a no.
I have Kate Beckinsale.
That's a no.
That's not a cold chance in hell.
Yeah.
Who's she dating this week?
I don't know. Okay, so I'm going through the bees here, and I think I'm just about Eddie Burke. He's the bartender at the Improv. He took over from me about 30 years ago.
That's a yes.
No. Still a
That's
pass.
a please anytime. I have Carlos Bernard from the series 24.
Okay, I know who that is.
Shuttle.
I watched that.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. He can't be doing a lot.
I have Stephen Bishop.
I love Stephen Bishop.
On and on.
On and on.
On and on.
The hits.
Yeah.
Something's telling me it might be you. Oh, I'm off key. All of my life. I love Stephen Bishop. That's a maybe.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the
I
guy
have
that
Clinton.
smashes the guitar?
Hold on. What is Stephen Bishop?
What is it? That's a yes.
It's a
Probably.
yes.
That's a probably.
Yeah. But how many of these names, like Aniston, that you just put in here because you meet him at a party or an SNL thing, and then you never are going to call each other, text each other? How many do you have in there like that?
Well, that's my fake contact list in case people like you want to see it. I put those names in there. It's like my bookshelf at home. I have a lot of like really intellectual books on the shelf that I never even touched.
Yeah.
Some of them are carved out to keep cash in. You know.
Who did you not have Spielberg in there somewhere? We were talking once.
You know, I'm realizing I haven't. No, but I'm realizing I have a lot of people that have passed away in here. Bob Einstein,
And-
super.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Super Dave.
Oh, dude,
Super Dave.
I just watched Modern Romance, where he's the guy in the
The sports store.
sporting
The shoe store.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the shoe store. All right, you just want to go with the box then. If you're not
You
serious
want,
about this.
You want the box.
All right, I won't make you go through the whole thing. And you actually are the first person who has really said, yeah, I'll help you out.
Can I ask out of curiosity, just who is just above Dale and just below Dale?
Oh, we've done this. I think it's David Duchovny.
Let me see. Dale Dudley. Let me take a look here. You are. Yeah, David Duchovny is above you,
Of course.
and
guys have a lot
Dennis Dugan is below you. He directed Happy Gilmore.
There you go.
Oh,
That's nice.
yeah. Well, good.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
seriously, work on some of those for me. I'd really appreciate it. Now, I want to talk to you about something that we haven't talked to you about a lot before, and that's the paintings and the drawings that you've been doing.
Yeah, I've been seeing them on social media. Were you always? Have we talked about your art before?
Yeah, we talked about him doodling on an airplane, but it's kind of expanded.
But some of the stuff was really impressive.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I've been drawing since I was a kid, and you know, during Saturday Night Live, during the table reads, where we read through the scripts, like on Wednesday, I would, I get bored if I wasn't in the sketch and it was a bad sketch, so I would doodle. I would do the sketch of the person sitting across the table from me, whether it's Farley or Sandler or whomever it was. So I have a lot of those kind of. But I was never like serious about it until about last summer. I was at LAX and I had time to kill, and I was just scrolling through my Instagram, and there was a guy who was giving online classes over Skype, on how to draw caricatures. And I liked his work, and he lived in England, so I took courses from him last summer on how to use a Wacom digital tablet and Cintiq, and how to draw and paint on that thing. And it's really cool and fun.
Did you do that?
Into it a lot.
Did you do that online? Did you actually go over there?
I would go there once a week and have a lesson with him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, fly back and forth.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, it was on Skype, and
Dude.
And I really got into it.
So, how many paintings have you done now?
Well, you can go to my Instagram. It's designated for my artwork. It's called Kevin Nealon Artwork.
Oh, yep.
And you could see where after I took the lessons, how I got better, and I started using digital tablet instead of regular pencil and paper.
Oh, so those aren't printed. Those aren't printed out yet. You don't have those. You have them printed and selling them yet?
I have one that I printed out of Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, that
the
thing.
manager is friends with.
That's the one that grabbed me a couple weeks ago when I saw it. I was like, I had no idea, because it's one thing to sketch, but to do color and to paint is got to be really challenging.
I wasn't going to actually ask you this because it just popped into my mind, and it would be putting you on the spot. But now that I know you haven't printed them out, I'm sitting there thinking about the comedy club that we supported for so many years, and those people are unemployed, and we are trying to look at doing a podcast to benefit them. But if you would print one of those out and sign it and let me auction that thing off for the comedy club people, that'd be incredible. Let's talk about that later.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You really will do that?
I have one.
Yeah.
I have one that I already have signed and everything.
Yeah, and you can just send it to me.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of people are emailing me now. Friends, they're sending me pictures of them, and their wife, and they want pictures, and I don't sell these because I'm not a professional artist, so I wouldn't even know how much to sell them for, But I have friends that are artists, so I'm starting to kind of
you don't have
around that. And say,
you don't have a gallery or hook up in a gallery? They handle that stuff, don't they?
No, I don't. But maybe I'll have a showing.
Yeah,
When I get enough paintings, if I get enough of them, I think I need about 20 or 30 to have a showing, and I'll just space them really far apart.
Your Joker your Joker is really amazing.
Yeah, dude, I want to talk to you about that because, if you just signed one off, that would be something somebody would want. The stuff's really good.
Yeah, well, I have the Eddie Vedder printed on a canvas, and it's signed with acrylic paint. And but now that I see it on the wall, there's some things I want to touch up on it and fix.
What size is it, by the way? How big is it?
That one is.
I'm just curious what scale you work in.
Oh, here's something you could do that Peter Max did to rip us off when we were drinking one night. Is you take a print like you've done on your iPad, right? And then you just get a brush with a little bit of paint. I'm not joking. You get a little bit of paint of the same color.
Go over it.
And you just go over it a little bit and then sign your name with the paint, and you can make a fortune.
Now it's a new original.
It's a new original.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those over the years. People they add a little paint to it and they sign their name.
Yeah, I bought one. So there you go. All right. So is there no work going on in the movies and TVs? Like, are you on hold with the project or anything?
Well, the show that I was on called Man with a Plan got canceled. It's been a tough year. My show got canceled, and there's no stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been focusing on artwork. That's why I'm serious about it, man. I might get into just becoming an artist and not have to go on the road anymore and stuff,
But do you ever think of the struggles of somebody like Van Gogh?
I was thinking how great Van Gogh would be, or Michelangelo, if they had digital art.
Yeah.
If they had all of these digital tablets now. But I am excited about, I have my hiking show, and I control that. So
hiking with Kevin.
But have you put that?
Hiking with you.
Have you? I'll never forget. I was texting Kevin one night. Jerry Seinfeld made fun of his show on the Netflix thing, and just like any other people in show business, we had a little bit of an exchange. Like, but wait. You remember that?
Yeah. No, he clumped me in with a bunch of other people saying that his show influenced us. Like nobody's ever done a show outside of a studio before.
That's right.
But of course, many people responded saying, "Hey, man, I was doing that exact show you're doing in England 10 years before you even did it." You know?
Yeah.
And also, Gary Shandling actually came up with the idea anyway.
Yeah. Well,
So, but anyway, it's no big deal. You know, he's a great comic, and I admire him, and you know, just that he would recognize my show.
that's
cool.
Kevin Nealon. I've never heard Kevin say anything bad about anybody, including people in show business, even when he is off the record. He will not say anything bad about anybody. He had a great set of parents.
But here's the great thing. I got a call from one of the producers from Modern Family who loved my hiking show. And he thought it would be a great half-hour unscripted show, kind of like a Curb kind of a format,
Right.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. And I thought that's a great idea. We could kind of base the show around each hike. You know, I'd have a home life, and we'd have, my office would be in one of the cabins in the canyon, the production office, and I'd have publicists and all that. And so we're writing a pitch now to sell that as a show.
So a parody of what you actually do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Not even a parody, but it's just kind of like a behind-the-scenes kind of Larry Sanders kind of a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't been able to shoot an episode of the real Hiking with Kevin in a while, though, right?
No, I haven't. I ended my season 3 right as the COVID was starting. But I'm going to post. Highlights.
All right.
The first 3 years.
Here's the deal I want to make with you, because we hang up this phone. You don't have to remember anything I ask you. Here's the deal. I know we're not, number 2 market like Los Angeles. We're in the top 20, I think, now, or close. Here's my offer to you. For every grade B or C celebrity that you get to call us, I promise you 20 plugs for each episode of Hiking with Kevin. It's called Trade.
The
I
barter
get
system.
it, man. I get it.
And I'm telling you right now, if I mention that, you'll have maybe 2 or 3 people extra per episode.
How about this deal? You get some of your friends to call us. We'll get some of our friends to call you.
Yeah, I have your number.
Does that appeal to you?
Wait a minute. What about we just go negative? I need 5 guests by next Friday, or I'm giving your number out on the air.
Oh, jeez. Your relationship is over.
I love you, man.
I love you, man, and I'm gonna call you back again too. If you want me to call anytime, I'm
Anytime.
around, man. I just had my antibody test today for COVID. I'm gonna get it back in a couple days. I think I probably have it, or I had it.
We all got a weird sickness in around February in here. You almost wish you had the mild version of it.
Me too. Maybe it was the same thing. I was coming back from Nashville January 4th, and I had a dry cough for like 3 months. I still have it a little bit after that.
Yep.
And I went to several doctors, and the last guy, the ear, nose, throat, and foot doctor told me that I had some kind of virus.
Ear, nose, throat, and foot. Oh, dude. All right. Listen, I owe you one. I appreciate it. I hope that other guy, I hope you urge him to call, because we've already been talking about his movie today. So, Matt.
No, I think he'll call.
Okay. Let me know what we can do. We will check back in with you and send anybody you got our way, will you? And my wife was bragging today. She's been chatting with your wife on some platform, so we got that going on.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Kate Beckinsale just walked over. Hey, Kate, what's going on? Do you want to do Dale's radio show? Oh, she just ran out.
Okay. All right, Kev. I love you, man.
All right. Love you guys.
See you later. Bye. I think Kevin's a little sad. He just lost his mom a couple of weeks ago.
And his show.
He was a little laid back. Yeah, he's had a rough. Gary Shandling was his best friend,
Right.
And I don't know when he lost his dad, but he's had it weird.
Show
and he's
got canceled.
Just a sweet human being.
It's a good thing he's got painting to rely on. It seems like he's going to throw him in
His
his
stuff is
writing.
good. The stuff is good. I didn't mean to put him on the
Imagine
spot
being-
like that, but
Imagine already being down, and then you got to talk to us.
oh, I know. I went through my head when we called,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
gotta
it's just
scrape
in the middle of
barrel.
that conversation, he must have thought, "My God, this is what it's come to."
I think that every day, every single day. When do we break? 5.
I bet he wished that he accidentally had dialed David Duchovny.
Bob's got the spot. It's just a floater. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Stay here.
Hey, if you've been